About 2 years ago, I posted a video regarding the two times the Lucchese family wanted to whack Stevie Crea. One of those occasions took place in the early 90s, and the other time was early 2017.
After Gaspipe's arrest, the panel was reorganized again. Stevie Crea, Joe DeFede, and Danny Katea were added to it. During this time, indictments were looming, and the Brooklyn faction had a new concern: Stevie Crea. Besides him being a Bronx faction captain, he now also sat on the panel. Also, the fact that he was disgruntled over losing his position proved to them his thirst for control.
In and around 1991, the Lucchese bosses, who at the time were fugitives, decided to do away with acting positions within the family. At the time, Stevie Crea was the acting consigliere and lost that position as a result. But he wasn't the only one. Al Diaco lost the acting boss position, and Anthony Boat no longer was the acting underboss. Instead, another Lucchese panel was implemented.
So the Brooklyn faction, in particular, Frankie Lastarino, Georgie Nexabola, Georgie Conti, and Frankie Bones Papani, all conspired to hit Stevie.
So had it not been for those indictments, Stevie, without question, was going. Be honest, as a member of the Bronx faction, he was lucky to even have a position with the Brooklyn-based family, who were not fond of the Bronx at all.
I've spoken many times in the past about the distaste that the Brooklyn faction has for the Bronx. Nevertheless, when the dust settled, strangely enough, Vicar Musso picked Stevie Crea as the acting boss and later the official underboss of the Lucchese family.
The second time Stevie almost came into the crosshairs was during my time.
By early 2016, two top administration positions were vacant, one belonging to the acting boss Matty Madonna and the other Joe DiNapoli, the consigliere, thus leaving Stevie Crea, the underboss, to run the family. A year later, word on the street was that a new Lucchese indictment was coming down. During this time, past and present Brooklyn faction members no longer wanted to see the base of power in the Bronx. In short, a letter was sent out by Vicar Musso approving certain members of the Brooklyn faction to fill these voided positions. Many people mistakenly think that the mob was only about violence. In some cases, this can be true. However, many situations are handled with diplomacy. I've said in the past, violence is always plan B, with diplomacy being plan A. And in this case, had Stevie not taken heed to diplomacy, he was target number one.
It would have been interesting had he not gone to prison for life, but instead been part of an administration with the very people who looked to kill him two times.